SmartBiz Inventory helps in proper documentation and inventory management of business transactions. It can generate reports based on user-defined time intervals. Having defined start time and end time, it can tell you all the transactions that were carried out within that time, the total numbers, the total sale, the total gain or profit realized, the staff cost monthly, other expenses incurred, and net gain within the time interval. It can now look at your stock, your balance in the store, and tell you the number in counts, the what at cost price, and the what at selling price, and also the profit that could come if sold at selling price. Can present reports in graphs and also in charts. Can give number exhausted and expired items, and also use different users with their password to ensure security. Gives vital info about a product before transaction is completed. Able to know different batches of the same product purchased at different cost price, and therefore stopping it and telling you what to do in order to ensure accurate bookkeeping. It can detect insufficient units, expired items, missing item, that's items not in the database, exhausted items, mistakenly entering of wrong values where number is supposed to be entered, one is entering alphabets, selling below cost price. Can generate receipt in tiny and tabular mode. Monitor different user privileges and stop unauthorized operation by any user. Gives insight about a page about to be visited in case of critical information required. Opportunity to confirm vital information that will affect a lot of other things in operation. Can detect wrong decision in operation and stop it, and also advise on what to do. Can monitor product stocking trend, giving history of how every product has been received or the other place and the quantity. Tells you about all reversed and deleted transactions to know all the products that were returned. Gives multiple setting options to meet you. SmartBiz Inventory has online capabilities for remote monitoring. It can be used for shops, whether retail or wholesale, for stores, whether small or industrial, for warehouses, hotels, saloon, transport companies, or any other business enterprise. Kindly check the links below for more. Kindly also share our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channels. SmartBiz Inventory is like any other Excel file. When you receive it, you double click to run it. When it opens, it's going to look like this. If you don't enable the content here and you try to log in using the username, maybe admin, and you try to log in, it's going to flag you this, that it cannot run this macro because you have not enabled content. Please, you have to do that for the very first time. Enable content. When you enable content, you are going to be greeted with this prompt telling you, asking you about this date and time. Ensure that this is correct. If it is not correct, this program will not run well. When you are very sure of it, you click OK. When you click OK, the prompt will leave so that you now see the welcome page as it is. Here is the business name, the company's name, the address, the services that is being rendered, then the telephone or the phone number to reach, the place, the office or the business. This is telling you the current date of the, looking at the system time. This button is to, if you click it, you bring in all the tools and ribbons of Excel. They will all come out. But if you click this, the workspace will be maximized, just the mode it is right now. You are not seeing any ribbon, any tool, any other workspace things that may minimize the workspace, like tabs and the rest. Then here is telling you that you have to sign in with the username admin, and the default password for admin is A. But it's also advised to make sure you change this once you logged in. So I haven't done that now, I haven't read that, you will have to log in here. But here it's giving you a quick info about what you have in your database, that some item have exhausted and that some item also have expired. They also tell you that this program can only run on Excel 2013 and above. If you need any online help, if you need any direct call help, if you want to tell us anything, then this is the version that is currently running. This version 17.865. This name is not different from the file name. Whatever file name that is here is what you are going to have there. Haven't done that, so you log in with admin. You click login button. It will tell you to click OK and enter your password. When you do that, you are going to be greeted with a page like this. This is called the transaction page. At the transaction page, a lot are seen: the date, the time, the number of records, how to print receipts, either in this small mode like the POS mode or the printer type. Maybe you are using A4 or that paper format. It gives you necessary information like safety always, but if there's any other thing, any issue, it also flash it here. Safety always is trying to tell you to be safety conscious in anything you are doing. Here it's telling you that you are currently logging as admin. Exhausted item and expired item, they're also there. If you want to set up your printer, you click on this place. If you want to delete, you click here. If you have the privileges, like if you want to delete or if you want to print, you will alight as alighted. Don't alight outside the table range. Don't alight outside the table range. Don't alight outside the table range. If you do that, there will be error. You alight to print and you alight to delete. If you want to go to the control page, you also click here, but you must have the privilege to do that. If you want to log out back to transaction page, you also click here. If you want to go to the app page, you click here. This page has a continuation. Let us see what is there right now. This is what is there at that continuation, where we are having the amount auto save interval. Here you click and set. If you want it to be saving automatically every 1, 2, 3 or 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, just like that. If there is any change, if there is no change, it will not save, but please enter this like that. Start time and end time, this just if you want to get a quick summary of what was sold within certain period or duration, you enter the start time at the end time. It will give you on a quick one the total amount realized within that time, the total amount sold within that time. Here we try to sell a product. From here you click, from a drop down you are able to enter a product, or you can enter maybe 4. Once you enter 4 and click the drop down, it will select dynamically. It will search for every product that has 4, and then from there you choose. After setting that, we also enter 1 here because we want to carry out transaction of 1 unit. Immediately you click enter, you are going to be greeted with this product info page. Just a little info telling you the subject, which is what you're about to transact, the user, which is the admin here, the unit price of this product is telling you the balance, the total stock balance, the minimum stock threshold, which you have to set and said once it get to this amount, let me know that I'm going low in stock. Then the unit left in current batch is 5 year, though the total is 83. This one is only telling you that there are many batches due to different order dates, different order periods, different order time of the same product. This is product A4. Then the unit demanded is 1. The expiry date for this product is this, and the days, the date between this current day and the expiry date here is telling us that it's 25. It will ask you, do you want to proceed? You may say yes. You can say yes if you want to really carry out this transaction, but in case you just want to know the product info, to know whether, to know the cost price, to know the balance, to know the threshold, to know the expiry date, you can, after knowing that, you can just say no. We clicked yes, and the product, the transaction was successful. The unit, the product name, the quantity, the unit price is here, the time of this transaction, all these will automatically now come in. Hence we sold one product for 4,000, we still have 4,000 here. The quantity that is left out of that 83 the other time is now 82. The person who carried out this transaction was admin, and the remaining days to expire is here as 25. This admin here is required because it will show up on the receipt when is printed the receipt. Now this and that scenario, we are trying to sell the same product A for, but right now we are demanding for 12. We are demanding for 12, but we know that the current batch only has 4 units. Let's see what happens when we hit enter. When we hit enter, it's telling us the current batch has only 4 units left. Therefore, kindly split the transaction by first entering the 4, which is in the current batch. Then later you can enter the remaining 8, which will make it this 12. It now told you that this is to ensure accurate bookkeeping. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. A little explanation here. If you have the same product like this product A4 and you have multiple batches that were purchased with different cost price, and now you are selling all of them, this program is smart to the extent that it will know that if you sell a product that came with different cost price, you sell them together, there will be error in calculating your profit at the end because they were sold together. So when it get to a batch that have discrepancy in their cost price, is able to know and say, please stop, only sell this batch first before the other. But if all the batches or the 2 batches that are clashing have the same cost price, it will not stop you. That is just about this one. You may also get prompt if you enter quantity that are more than whatever is actually there in the database. It will tell you insufficient units. Here we are being told that this product has expired, but let's just say we want to sell the product that has expired. Mistakenly we hit enter. Let's see what will happen. It stop you and alert you and tell you that this product you are about to sell has expired. If you hit enter, it will give you the condition that do you want to sell an expired item. Now there are 2 options, either you hit yes or no. If you hit no, if you enter no, it will tell you expired item transaction has been cancelled. It will now tell you thank you for this decision, but still kindly tell the management that there's an expired item. But if you entered yes, it will now warn you that in any decision you take, ensure it does not harm life. Why will this happen? Perhaps you are using this product, this program for a scenario like a doctor giving appointment to patient, and the patient missed one of the appointments. It will get to a time that the last date that it was supposed to exhaust per se will now elapse. The doctor can still see such a patient, but in recording such transaction, this program will tell you that such has expired, but it's not going to harm that patient. So that's why you can still enter it and let it go, but it will just warn you that please ensure that this does not affect or harm life. And if you do that, if you say yes, you want to carry out the transaction, here it will tell you that it will highlight, darken the remaining days and tell you that there's arrow days and tell you that this has expired, so that everyone will be able to know that such transaction has expired. If you enter a name that is not known in the database, it will tell you that this item is missing. That's to tell you that before you can enter any name here, any transaction here, it must first of all must have been registered in database, and from here you bring it out from the drop down. If the item has exhausted in terms of units, no more unit left, it will tell you that item has exhausted. Another thing about this is that once an item is exhausted, you will no longer see it in your drop down here. But perhaps you remember the name like a product 3, you are very sure I have an item like this, not knowing that it has exhausted. If you still enter it, this is where it will stop you. but outside that you don't see it in the drop down anymore. That place will be blank. If you mistakenly enter something that is no number into this feed that's supposed to be carrying numbers, it will tell you that that quantity value is wrong. And if you mistakenly sell below cost price, it will also alert you and say it is wrong. Another situation or scenario I want us to consider here is assuming you have scrolled to somewhere very far from your destination. Maybe you are currently on row 28,000, and you know that the number of records so far is 548. How do you now get to that very place, 548, quickly, instead of scrolling up and down with your scroll bar that may have issue at a time? You just enter here A548, whatever number you are seeing here, A548. Double click here, become editable, and say A548. You click enter. This way it took us to directly, and you'll be very close to the ending of the program or the ending of the current record. From there you can easily maneuver and find your way. Anywhere you want to go to, you can use that also. We start by double clicking on the program so that it starts running. Once it starts, you wait for it to come to the welcome page, and this is the welcome page. It tells you to enable content. If you don't enable content and you just try to log in, let's see what happens. We are trying to log in as admin. It's telling you this cannot run the macro span-based inventory login. The macro may be not be available. What you need to do is to enable this macro. So this is what we will do now. We will enable this macro. Let's enable this macro, and we'll be prompted. The macro has started working. Tell you that this is the current time and date of this program. If it is not correct, you better correct it now. But we know that it is correct, so we click on OK. Now I can easily come here and log in as an admin. My password as admin is A, so don't forget this one anytime. I enter my password and click OK. It's taking me to the page. Now this is my transaction page, which you can see right here. Now I want to enter a new record, but as you can see, I'm very far away from the ending of the record. I'm trying to scroll. I don't even know where it ends. So what I will do, I will look at the number of record. This is 554. I will come here and enter A544, and I will enter. A little scrolling will just take me to the end where I can now enter my new transaction. I can enter a new transaction by just writing the name here. Let's just say that. It automatically it completes, and I say okay. Okay, it's saving now. I'll just enter the number of products I want to sell. Automatically I'll be greeted with the product info. Because I want to proceed, I will say yes. If I say no, it will leave the page and everything will be deleted. But assuming I want to sell, if I enter yes, it will go. But now let's say I want to sell a product that has maybe 8 in it. I will just click enter 8 and click. You can see that's the only product that has 8. Or on the other hand, I want to enter product from the database. If I click the down button, all the products in the database will come out, which I can scroll from and select also. Now let me carry out a transaction. Let's see, I have a product that I want to carry, and that product has 1 in it. I'll just enter 1 into that place. I really want to sell product 12. These are the product that has 1 in them. I enter, then I enter the number of products I want to sell. Once I click enter, this is what you will have, and I will say yes. you see the way everything here will be populated, every other thing has populated, and that's it. That this transaction was successful. The only thing here is that the stock balance is becoming very low, so it's 7 is already flagging and telling you. You want to see if we highlight wrongly, what will happen. Here we over highlighted outside the table range, and this is not allowed as far as this program is concerned. Now let us try to delete and see the implication of this. Okay, here we are never permitted because nobody is logged in, but let me log in as admin. Now if I log in as admin, I know I'm permitted. Now I'm doing I want to do a wrong selection. I'm selecting outside the table range, and now let me try to carry out a delete process. Click OK and enter your password. If I enter my password and try to delete, it still asks me whether I'm sure. I said I'm sure, but you're going to see what is going to happen right now. You can see this runtime error. If I click end, this is where it will take me to. Please, when that happens by mistake, click transaction. If you click transaction, it will take you back to the transaction page. Please, that's what you do to clear that. Also, if you want to print a receipt, you also highlight. This is the right way to highlight. Don't highlight outside the table range. That's just the rule. If you highlight outside table range, you are going to get something that you don't like. So to also print a receipt, if you do it like this and you say okay, print receipt small, okay, this one will likely print. Let's print something that is outside this table range. I will say print. Let's see the implication. You can see it has come up again, runtime error. If you click end, this was going to happen. Please, when this happens, click on back. If you click on back, it will take you back. The lesson here is that whether you want to delete or you want to print, don't highlight outside this table. That's just the lesson there. We have two ways of printing out receipts. If you click print receipt small, you are going to get this. If you click print receipt large, the receipt is going to come out in this format. But mind you, you must have done your printer setup somewhere. Now remember, we said before how to highlight rightly anytime you want to print our receipt. You must highlight from this very first row, this very first column, to this last column in this table, or rather on this table. Don't highlight outside, please. It's very, very important. Don't highlight outside. If it was the same person that bought all these goods, these 6 goods from product A, product 4 to A, product 10, please, this is just for simulation purpose. Highlight all this area, highlight all to the ending here. Don't highlight outside and don't highlight halfway. Once you finish highlighting, then you click your print receipt small or print receipt large to get your receipt printed out in this way. Print small or print large. If you look critically at these two receipts, you can see that they are identical. This receipt 2, number 211, number 211, total 68,000, total 68,000, 7 items, issued by admin. Here is also issued by admin, received by wet. So even the address, the company and everything, they are identical but presented in unique way. When in team mode, once the receipt finished printing, whoever was logged in here will be logged out. This is done, he did because he wants other people who want to use the program to also log in on their own and do their job. But peradventure anybody forgot to log in and want to try and do anything, maybe want to enter the control page or even carry out transaction, it will be restricted. Here the person wants to enter the control page. As you click, it now says you are not permitted to access the control page. Nobody is here, nobody is logged in, so the user privileges has logged the person out. we can also see something here, help page. If you click on this help page, it's going to take you to a place where you can get more help. That's this page. You get our support, quick support line. You can click on online help, online library, where you have a lot of videos, or you have this marketing promo here. Market this product and get 40% commission of first annual subscription fee. Actually, our subscription fee is so low, subject to review, but it's about $15 per annum, subject to review anyway, but it's as low as that. Then it will also tell you that note, ensure your system is well protected by an antivirus. If you are using Windows operating system, enable your Windows Defender, which can do the job very well. Make a backup to an external drive or server every day. This drive can be your flash drive, can be your external hard drive, hard disk, then or your online server. Like for this program, is backed up to OneDrive. Sometimes we back up to Dropbox. So also have a backup online. Please do not remove the product called Z orders from the product list, because it is used for emergency and miscellaneous transaction. Imagine you don't have a product yet registered in the database and you want to carry out the transaction. This program will not allow you, because you only sell or transact whatever is already registered in the database. So, and this is an emergency, you want to quickly document it down. It is this product you will use Z orders to just capture it in the data. Now, Z orders, when calculating your profit, we also give you a profit, but the profit is 5% of the cost price. Whatever you used to sell it, there's a way you do its own calculation. I said within that amount you used to sell it, there was a provision for 5% profit within the amount you sold it. So that's how we calculate profit for you in data. But what we advise is that mainly you have sold it like that. You on the remark column, we'll get there now. On this remark column, before you do anything, write the real name of the product here. Then when you have done the sales or record at that instant point, you now go to a database and enter that product, load it there with the amount, assuming you have not sold whatever you have sold. Enter the entire quantity there in the database. Now you come to this place and delete that Z orders so recorded. Then from your drop down, now enter the right product and pick the quantity so sold. Then enter. It will now sell with the right amount. Then your database will now become balanced up. But for that emergency transaction, you require Z order as a product which is already in the database to carry it out. When you are through with this help page, you click on transaction page and it will take you back to the transaction page. Now on the transaction page, we are seeing that scenario of user privileges restriction. This is a user, Helen. She's trying to delete. Remember I told you, if you want to delete, please don't alight outside this table range. Please don't alight outside. Very, very important. Now she's being reminded that this is an unauthorized operation, because she is not permitted to delete any record. She should consult the administrator. Here somebody is trying to use the administrative privileges to probe into the control page. So when the person click control page, a prompt came that click OK and enter your password. But because the person was not admin, so he did not know the correct password, when he entered the wrong password, he was now given a prompt that this is an incorrect password. But assuming he is the admin and he entered the correct password, then he will be greeted with this control page where you can find different buttons to further navigate or probe further in the program, where you have how to enter or populate your goods and services page, how you can view your stocking history, how you can change your password and do other modification, how you can click a button for your online version so that you can use this product also on your phone and other operating system, how you can view your deleted and reverse transactions, how you can generate your reports using the report M page, or how you can generate your tabular, graphical, and pivot charts type of report using this report page, how you can customize your receipt so that it can reflect your local currency, how you can enter your expenses so that it can be well captured, how you can enter your staff IDs and your staff particulars. Then if you click here, you go back to the transaction page, you click log out, then you log out and go back to the welcome page. Then here, this unit price regulation is for advanced setting, how you want this program to run. You will see flexibility in the program when you click here, because you can use different modes, different ways of using this program as you so desire. So when you are through with that, you can click at the right button where you want to go further. Here we click on the goods and services page, and we were greeted with a prompt telling us the page we are about to visit is a very critical and sensitive page. Do you wish to proceed? You are given option either to stop or to continue. This is our stock page, our goods and services page. Here we are just trying to enter a new product, maybe A underscore stock 7. Let us see A underscore 7. Assume it was bought for let's say 1,000, and the quantity supplied were, let's say, 200. It's asking you, are you sure about this? Anytime you are updating your database, it's always telling you that. Now it was, how do we intend to sell? Let's say we'll sell it at 1,100. Then what will be the minimum stocking threshold? Let's give this one maybe 20. So when it gets to 20, we know that we are getting low of stock. What's the expiry date? Here nice auto saving, because new thing, the database is just being populated and that got it to auto save time. Now let's just say, let's edit it here depending on your date format. Let's edit and say our expiry date will be on the, let's say, the 11th month, 18th day of the 11th month, and you enter that. So that's how you populate the database. Don't forget that that's how you populate database. Every other thing will automatically take shape here. Every other data, remember, the only one you can edit are these columns that has a purple letters, purple fonts. The next thing we'll do is to click on this ascending or descending button in order to make sure that this our A6, A stock 6, A stock 7, they are in ascending or descending order. So I click on ascending order. Now you can see now it has been arranged in ascending order. Type from A product 1, just like that. In ascending order, it has arranged. But now, assuming we already had this product in the database, like this A stock 6, and we just want to update it. Remember, what we have here presently is 25. Now we want to bring in, let's say, 5 more. This one will now turn to 30. So let's enter 5. Let's say we enter 5. So it's going to ask us, are we sure we want to add 5? Yes, we are very sure, and now we have added 5. Assuming the cost price has also changed, we add change the cost price. Maybe the cost price is now, let's say, 7,750, and therefore the selling price will also change. Maybe the selling price is now 800. We will also update all that. But as we say, we made mistake, this is not what we wanted to do. We want to make this one 10, but mistakenly we added 5, or we wanted to make this one 6. Let's enter 6. Remember, you can also do this from a drop down button if you are so interested. So let's add 6. We enter 6. It's going to tell us no. Until you remove the former 5 which you enter, you are not able to change this, otherwise it will bring in error. The only thing you do here is to enter -5. So it helps you to ensure that you don't make error in your database talking. The way this program works, if you do that, you are going the error is going to be introduced into a database, so it's able to stop that. So that's how you update your database. So our file is still there, we know it's right, it's just for simulation, we're trying to change it. So when you are through, you click the back button, and if you click the back button, it's going to tell you that please note this database will receive some vital updates, otherwise this one will not show. Then the system will now update other necessary pages. Kindly relax because the process will take a while to complete. Do you wish to continue? You have to click a yes for it to continue, and this will actually take a while. This is the product stocking trend page. When you click on this button, this stocking history in the control page, this is what you will see, showing you all the product as received sequentially. The last one will be the number one, while the one you receive first will be the last done. This is how you begin to view to see all your stock that were received. You don't write anything here. It's a report that is automatically generated for you as you are entering your products in your database in GUSA services page. The best thing to do to really appreciate that page is to click on any of these products. You can slide up, slide down to get to all your products. You click on any one to get specific report about those products. Now this is the history about a product 2. On these dates, look at what we had. We received 33 stocks. Last quantity total was 33. Nothing was sold as at the time. It was still 33. When 7 was added to 33, it became 40. Nothing was sold, it was still 40. 1 was added, it became 41. Nothing was sold, it was still 41. 6 was added, it became 47. 1 was sold, it became 46. And 4 was added, it became 50. Nothing was sold, it was still 50. 54 were added to make it 104. But 7 were sold, is now 97. Now if you look further, you will know that the prices, the cost price were changing. 200, 200, 250, 300, 200, 400, just like that on this different date. Now you see, we were talking about batch, incompatible batches, what is remaining in current batch in the transaction page the other time. This is batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, batch 5, batch 6. The current batch, the batches here so far is batch 6. So if any of these batches, they have incompatible prices, like from here to here now, and you want to sell, and you are selling whatever is here and what is here all together at the same time, if you want to calculate your profit, it will be wrong because they are having different cost price. You will not be able to calculate your profit, and you want to sell them the way you want to sell them. If we ask you to for finish selling this batch, but if you are selling these two batches together, whatever was here as at then, which is this 40, if you are selling everything all together, it will not ask you to change anything because it will know that the cost price have not changed. Another issue I want us to trash about this batching is this. Sometimes products are returned. Once you delete them or reverse those transactions, they are supposed to automatically restock themselves back into the database. That is on one condition. If the product so returned was sold recently, let's talk about this A product 2 now. If it was sold after this date, no matter the batch from which it came, but it was sold after this date, which is the last stocking date. If those products were returned, which look like very recent transaction now, as comparative relative to this very date, not all this other date, the last date of stocking, because it was later than this date, it will automatically restock to the database. But peradventure, all these transactions took place, like this very one now, this one that was sold, once, because it has been sold before this date, if they return it and you delete that transaction, it cannot automatically restock itself. So you are expected to manually come and restock whether this product was returned. You should know that is an old transaction, old in the sense that it is older than the last stocking date of that product that was returned. If you don't do that manually, your database will not be balanced. That we shall see later in a report M page. When you are through, you click the back button. When you click on the change password button, you will get to this page. It's purely for admin. What you will get there is that you will see the admin as default user of this program with all the privileges. It can view and edit expenses. That's all these other buttons. It can operate all. It can have access to all expenses, staff, can customize receipt, view, use report M page, also generate report by reports. It can delete. It can view deleted transaction. It can change password. It can also remove transaction, which is a deleted transaction. Everything it can do. The privileges, these privileges 7, they are up to 12 or 13 thereabout. Other users like MDA, Jiro, Efosa, Odosa, Ben, Elin, as in this scenario, they all have their unique password, which you cannot see. To see this password, you must click on this cell. You now see the password on this formula bar. If the formula bar is not available, kindly click on normal screen. You will see the formula bar when you click on normal screen, so they can view the password that are here. This is conditional formatting. Anytime password is entered here, it will turn black so that prying eyes will not see those password. Here now they are still blank because nothing is here. If you write anything here, now if there is a user, if there was a user here and you write any password here, what you see here is that this display will turn blank. Now you have dynamic privilege allocation. Ben only has single privilege just to view, generate a report, and Elin has no privilege. All Elin can do is to use the transaction page to carry out entering of a transaction. Because transaction is a general privilege, is not captured here. This area is where you set major parameters info as far as this program is concerned. The name of the business using it, you enter it here. The address, the what they are into, the services they render, the phone number you enter all. Then this one you don't change this, you can't edit it. All this one they are editable. Don't edit this one, but all these was they are editable. Vendor phone number for quick reach, the version that you are using, it will be here. Now this one, all these particulars here, they will appear in two places: your welcome page and your receipt. Your welcome page and your receipt. When you are through, you click this back button to get back to the control page. This page is showing you a report of the reversed or deleted transaction. Now, as you can see, this product A, product 5, was returned. The date was sold is showing here that it's expired, but it was still sold by admin. So when it was now being returned, before deleting, please remember this: you have to write the remark why it was returned, and the very purpose why it was returned on this day. It was written expired. On your transaction page, you will see a place there for remark. It's a special remark about any unique thing that happens. But for return or reverse transaction, just write there the very purpose why it was returned. Once you enter it, it will show who even did the deleting. Like here, it was Ejiro that did the selling, on this day. And on this day, it was admin that did the deleting. So that's how you use that one. When you are through, you click the back button. Now, this is the report M page. The report M page is a very vital information page as far as this program is concerned. The only thing you write here is your start time and end time. Once you enter your start time and end time, all these report they are generated. I will advise you to click the filter button so that the ones that the transaction that were not carried out within that time, they will be filtered out. So when you enter start time and end time, in between those two duration, you see all the products that were sold, all the goods that were sold, all the transactions that were carried out, all the services that were rendered, the quantity, the units of each one, the total amount of each one, the total profit from each one, the stock balance. From here, it's no longer interval based. Everything left in that warehouse, in the shop, whatever is the total number in count, you get it. Just that here we have this product called Z orders. It has numbers, it has units, because if you don't enter unit to any product in the database, it will assume that that unit has finished and you cannot use it to carry out any transaction. That's why we enter units or numbers or counts. We allotted unit to Z orders, and it will now also appear here as a stock balance in count. But balance stock total, the cost price, this one is not affected by time or duration. Is everything left in your database in your warehouse, of which Z orders is not involved. So this is very accurate. Therefore, this is giving you an idea of the total worth of your shop or of your business right now at cost price. This is what you use in buying all. But here is telling you the balance stock total if rated, if the worth is rated at selling price. Apart from that, it also gives you a summary of the total sale for this duration, the total gain for this duration, this time interval, the staff cost. This one is constant. All the staff cost, it brings all in. All other expenses, which you will see the page where you enter any expenses you incur. The one incur within this duration, please, it will bring all in here. They will now give you your net gain, which is different from this your total gain at times. Other details on report M include all this, but of note here is the balance test. Remember, we are talking about stocking, batch stocking, manual restocking, auto restocking. If there is any issue with stocking there, they return a product that was bought long ago before the last stocking date of that same product, and you refuse to come and manually impute it into a database. Here you are going to have either negative or positive, which will be wrong. The only thing that is okay here is this 0. It's telling you that your product, your database is balanced. If you see stopped, it means that you have deleted all these products from your database. You were selling them before, you were dealing on them before, but now they are no longer supported. Once you delete any old product, if you come to your report page, it will be flagging stopped. Now, the reason for this whatever you are seeing here, this 0, minus, sometimes positive or stopped, they are all explained here. We were talking about filtering the other time. You see now, we now filter this quantity sold. If we click this filter button, it will filter this quantity sold to capture only the product that were sold within this period. That's just the major thing here. You have to click that filter button so that you can have a clearer picture of the interval so captured. Then this black you are seeing here is telling you that there was, instead of profit, these were losses. The major cost for this is if your cost price is higher than your selling price in the database. So try and fix this. But one thing we know is that when you try to sell below cost price, this program will flag and tell you that this is wrong. If you still go ahead in any way, except you are on auction mode, it will not allow you to sell at a price lower than in a manual way anyway. This is a report page. It's a page mainly made of pivot tables, pivot charts, pivot graphs with all these slicers. This is time based. If you slide this from 1 to 9 now, from 1st to 9, all other reports, or this report, dynamically they will be updating. Many tables are here, many charts are here. If you probe more, if you slide more to this other side, you will see more. So if you are good at pivot tables operation, pivot chart operation, you can easily use this page to generate a powerful reports in a graphical way. This page is not protected, it's open, so you can maneuver as much as you want. Here we click on customize receipt. The major thing we do here to customize our receipt is to change this sign of our currency. Every other thing here has already been set. When you are through With that, you click on the back button. The only thing is that when you click on the back button, it's going to take you to transaction page, where you now log in back into the control page for further operations. When you want to record any expenses you incur in the event of carrying out your business, you have to click on expenses. When you click on expenses, you will enter all the expenses you incur. As you enter the amount, the date and the time of this record will automatically come in. Mind you, don't have to touch here. Automatically all these ones, they come in. These are require the amount and the date, because when you are generating your report, is what it looks at. Look at this date and tell you the expenses you incur within that duration. Now when you go back, you can also click on when you get to a control page and you want to view your staff or edit your staff record, you click on staff. You get to this page where you can enter all your staff record. This one is the only thing that is automated here, and the serial number, they are both automated. So as you enter the salary, the time comes out, which is 20 days before the current day. Everything here, they are 20 days before the current day. It's trying to tell you that if you are paying your staff monthly, if they are work 20 days within that month, they are qualified to take their salary if they are paying them monthly. But in your report page, it does not look at the duration of the time. It sum up all the salary of all your staff here and record it against the salary when calculating your net profit. When you are through, you click on this back button. If you get to a control button, you will see a button called unit price regulation. Please note that this unit price regulation and this change password button, the privileges to do anything here should be assigned only to admin or trusted person who can as well be an admin in the absence of the original admin. Please don't assign this to any other person. On this page, this is where you carry out the beauty of this program lies here, because it gives you the flexibility and option you are looking for. Transaction type could be normal or auction. If it is normal, you cannot sell below cost price. Nobody can sell below cost price. But if it's auction, you can sell below cost price or any amount you so desire. Unit price mode, if it is auto, all these things we wrote here, they are on a drop down button. There are different options on this drop down button. If you pick auto for the unit price, it will automatically load when you enter the unit of product or transaction you want to make. It will automatically load, but it will still be editable. You can change it. If you say manual, it will not load any unit price. When you are carrying out transaction on your transaction page, you have to manually enter the selling price. If you say fixed, it will automatically load the selling price. At the same time, it will log that sale. You can log and edit it as you are able to do if it was auto or manual. Receipt action, if you click here, you see log sale, no action. Receipt action is trying to tell you that if this is auto or manual, what should happen after you have printed receipt regarding those transactions. If it is log sale, once you have printed receipt, you will not be able to edit any data here as regarding your unit price. But if it is no action, even after printing receipt, you can still edit the selling price and the cost price. But one thing is a general rule here: once whoever is the user logs out, as in log out from that page, because we have a team mode also where different users can use. But once you leave that page and click the log out button, every transaction that has been made on that transaction page, they become locked. Whether it is auto, manual, whether it is log sale or no action, they will be locked. But while you are still there, all these log sale, no action, they will still be in operation depending on the option so picked. Now, access per time. This program can be used in team mode or in single mode. Team mode, multiple users can be using this program from different computers. They will be logged in using it. Therefore, you can change the username that is there and change it to your name, use it to carry out any transaction or even probe further into the program. But if it is single, it's the person that log in from the welcome page that is able to use this program all through, whoever is using him or using that person's name, except you log out. Now, how do we use this in team mode? It's a combination of software. We use Connectify. We also use a Team Viewer. Connectify can help you to generate hotspots in your system. If you don't have internal or modem that generates hotspot, you buy external wireless modem, generate hotspot, then that what Connectify does. Team Viewer, with Team Viewer, we know you can look at another screen, you can operate another computer remotely. So with Team Viewer on multiple systems and this program installed on just one system, everybody using this team mode can begin to use this program. Everybody know, for people that know how to do wireless connection, remote monitoring, you can connect different program, different users, different system to be using this program from this same computer. Everybody will be looking at that screen. When it's busy, you hot, let the other partner finish. Once that person finish, you use. But we know that that can easily be managed as much as possible. But at the end, you get perfect stocking, accurate report, no error. That's what this program stands for: flexibility and no error. It does not allow error. So whether in team mode or in single mode, you are sure of accurate reporting, accurate database, accurate inventory. Here we are trying to look at how to make your system faster, so that program, SmartBiz Inventory, can also run faster. Not only SmartBiz Inventory, every other application you use on your system, every other operation you carry out on your system, I can be faster. You go to your control page, look for system and security, then system. When you get to system, click on advanced system setting. This one will pop up this page. Go to the advanced tab, click on setting, go to the advanced tab again. This is your performance. Go to advanced tab and click on background. You are going to meet it on program, I suppose. Click on background and then click OK. Once you do that, you restart your system. Your system will be faster. Every other application will run fine, far better. Your system will not get hot anyhow. There will be less work, especially all those background load. This really helps. I will advise to use it for your system so that it can run better. Your system can run better, and SmartBiz Inventory also can run smoother. I will recommend this setting for you. Other things about this product is that it has the ability to run online, so you can view it remotely using the process we have earlier explained. Storing it on OneDrive or Dropbox, you can access it anywhere. Using Team Viewer, you can also access it remotely. Now, where can we use it? We can use it for our retail shop, whether wholesale or retail. We can use it in our stores, whether in small stores or industrial stores. We can use it to monitor inventory of products, of items in our stores. We can also use it to monitor our inflow and outflow of goods in our warehouses, operation in our hotels, saloon, or any other business organizations. Therefore, it's highly recommended for accuracy, highly recommended for flexibility, highly recommended for its user friendliness nature. Thank you for your time. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check the link below for more, and bye for now.